How y'all doing? This is Rob Burnham, a Preacher Man R&B, and this is another episode of Richard TV 91. This time I'm doing another episode of Christmas Classics. This time I'm reviewing The Dead for Christmas. What The Dead for Christmas is about this guy named Matthew. And it's him and his girlfriend have had this baby. And the mother wants to put the baby up for adoption and doesn't want Matthew to have any rights. And Matthew gets scared because he doesn't want to lose his son. He wants to keep his son and be in his son's life. So he, out of act of fear, he takes his son from the hospital and goes to his grandmother's house. But when he first gets there, his grandmother wants to tell the police, but he convinces her not to. And they say that Luke is Matthew's little brother. Well, the neighbor of his grandmother is kind of figured out that Luke is Matthew's son, and he wants Matthew's grandmother's lodge or whatever, and he sets one of her sheds on fire. And Matthew goes into father mode, and he calls the fire department, and then he gets all the flammable stuff away from the shed until the fire department gets there. And the neighbor shows up and tells Matthew that he knows that Luke isn't his brother, and if he tells anybody what he did, that he'll tell everybody that Luke is Matthew's son that he took. And Matthew at first wasn't going to say nothing, but then he realized he needs to get ahead of this and he needs to tell the police what happened. So he tells the police about the guy who burnt down his grandmother's shed, and then he tells the police that Luke is Matthew's son. And the guy who's working for his grandmother used to be a lawyer, so they go for custody. That way, Matthew could get full custody of Luke. And at first, they had to put Luke in foster care for a little bit because Matthew didn't do right the first go around, and he did stuff a little bit wrong. But then at the end of the movie, the hearing comes, and the judge rules in favor of Matthew having full custody of Luke because Matthew wants to be in Luke's life. He wants to be a father for his son, even though his mother doesn't want to have nothing to do with Luke and wants to give him up for adoption because she wants to go on to college to have fun and stuff. Matthew is stepping up to be a father for his son, and he's able to do this. And his mother comes back into the picture at the end of the movie, and his grandmother and his mother reconcile or whatever, and that's all that really happened. If y'all ever watched Dead for Christmas, what y'all like about it? As always, Preacher Man R&B signing out. Guys, GG is awesome. This has been an episode of Richard TV 91. See you next time.